Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-October 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of October. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have a summary affirmation card here of fragments, Cancer. So this means that you're only getting bits and pieces of the information. I feel like you maybe at some point didn't have the full picture. Again, this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So if you don't have all the information, you will soon. But it's like I feel like you were getting fragments. You were just getting little pieces of information, not everything you needed to know. Take a look at our cards. We have Temperance up first. Temperance is a card of balance, harmony. I feel like you did a good job keeping the peace, keeping the balance with what you knew, Cancer. This is also a card of like self-control, and I feel like this was like not running with just the little things. Again, it's like you knew you didn't know all the information, so it was waiting until we had all of the fragments to see the full picture before we just kind of took off with things. So again, I feel like you kind of were aware you didn't know all the information and were kind of holding back. Again, you kept the peace, you kept the balance, you kept the harmony with what you knew. The next card we have is the 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of giving or receiving. So this is, again, you were receiving the pieces of information, but you didn't get to see the full picture all at once. You're kind of getting bits and pieces of it there. At the bottom we have the Hangman. The Hangman can be kind of a stagnant card. You're hanging there by your foot, which makes sense because, again, we didn't have the full picture. This is, however, a card of wisdom and gaining information. So you were getting perspective, you were getting wisdom, you were getting information kind of in small increments, but this is you kind of hanging still while that happens. Let's take a look now at our clarifiers here. First up, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is our desire for long-term security. These are the things that we want long-term. This is where we want to go. These are goals. These are our desires long-term. I feel like you knew you needed to have all the information to accomplish what you were trying to accomplish. So I guess what I'm hearing here, Cancer, it's like long game in mind. Like you didn't want to jump on something right now knowing it might not be the right answer because you didn't have all the information. So this is, again, saying long game in mind. The next card that we have is the Sun card. I love to see this. I actually think we are going to get on top of this and have a really positive outcome. So this is happiness, joy. This is successful outcome. So I feel like you've been very diligent here. You've been doing your research. You've been getting opinions. You've been getting all the information you possibly can. So again, setting yourself up for success here with the Sun card. It'll definitely pay off in the end. There will be a successful outcome here for you, Cancer. At the bottom, we have the Hermit. The Hermit's a card of going within for clarity. I feel like your kind of gut is guiding you here too, and that's okay. You are allowed to have an opinion on your situation. So don't discredit any of your feelings or thoughts as well, right? I know you're researching, you're getting opinions, you're getting different perspectives, but don't discount your insight either. Again, this is your situation, so you have a right to have an opinion and express how you feel or contribute your thoughts. Okay. Now let's move on to our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the remainder of October, any other big messages to share. First up, we have the summary affirmation card of connection. So this is an interesting one. There's a connection this next few weeks that it's going to be really important. So Be thoughtful with those relationships, be thoughtful with those connections. Maybe you just like need a shoulder to lean on and you have that one person you can go to, Cancer. Or you meet somebody that's helping you pull all of these pieces together, being able to trust and rely on that connection. So I do see a relationship or a connection that seems rather important as we go into the next few weeks of October. Taking a look at our cards, first up we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. It makes sense. Again, I feel like this is something big. You're just trying to piece it all together, and maybe again we don't quite have that answer yet, Cancer. So there's a lot of weight being carried there, it seems. Work could potentially be busy as well. Again, I feel like we're just kind of stressed, we're exhausted, we have a lot of things going on. Again, it's important to have that kind of shoulder to lean on, that person to ask for help with that connection. Do try and do some meditating. When I see the Ten of Wands, meditation seems to ease some of that. But also be careful what you commit to. Again, you already have too many balls in the air, if that makes sense. The next card that we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation, a card of abundance. Again, I feel like there's something you want, something you need. I think this relationship will help get you there, help with that creation. At the bottom here, we have a very fitting card as well with the Three of Cups. This is circle of support. This is friendship. So again, being able to lean on those people, get the help that you need. So not at all surprised to see that Three of Cups with the connection card there at the top. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Devil card. The Devil card's a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. It's overdoing things, in short. And again, these kind of pair nicely, Cancer. You have too many wands, too many balls in the court, so this is overdoing something. The Devil card is overdoing something. So just be really careful. Make sure you're not overcommitting. Make sure you're not overdoing things. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident, being very self-assured. I feel like you need to, more than anything, know who you can rely on, know who you can count on, know where you can lean on. Again, this is about grasping to this connection, knowing this connection's here for support, but you know who you can go to for what here, Cancer. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of conflict, rivalry, challenges. Your circle of support is here to help you. We always refer to the Five of Wands as small bumps in the road. So they're here to help with all of those small bumps in the road. Okay, moving on to our next column now. We're going to talk about anything related to money. Of course, the cat had to lay right where we are. But a quick money affirmation to kick us off here. It says, I am happy with or without money. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So let's see what cards we have here. First up, we have the Six of Swords. I know this card looks a little dark, looks a little gloomy, but I'm a big fan of the Six of Swords. So this is a card of going through some sort of necessary transition. So you must be in some sort of state of change, some state of shift. There is some sort of change or transition happening at work. But this is actually going to be a good shift for you, Cancer. So perhaps there's a new leader. Perhaps there's a new role, maybe your company is reorganizing, any of those things. This could also be a card of travel, so some of you could be doing some travel for work with that card, or some sort of moving, relocating. But again, I feel like this change is in your favor. The next card that we have is the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. It really doesn't get much better than the Sun card and the tarot deck. We talked about that earlier. So again, this transition, whatever this movement is definitely in your favor. At the bottom here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card's a card of going within for information. This is about loving yourself, unconditional love, self-respect. This is also kind of the courage to forge forward. In this case, again, this is kind of taking us into the unknown. But you're going to want to push forward here in this case because, again, the outcome on the other side is quite positive for you. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Swords. This is new clarity, this is new information, so this is finding out about the reorg, finding out about getting a new leader, finding out about your role being changed. So this is the information that supports whatever that transition is. The next card we have is the Five of Cups. I can feel that you aren't feeling super excited about this. You're kind of dreading it, you're dreading the unknown. You have some grief, some anxiety about the unknown, but again, it seems that we have a very happy, joyous, positive, successful outcome on the other side. The other card we have is the Nine of Swords, kind of echoing that message of the Five of Cups. So again, this is like the anxiety, the grief, the worry, the sadness that we might be feeling of this change. But from what I can tell here, Cancer, things look really good on the other side for you. All right, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So quick love message for you. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Heavy month for friends this month, Cancer. Love to see that. Taking a look at our cards though, first up we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition. Anytime we have a face in the sun or the moon like that, it is very much so an intuition card. What else do I want to say about this? I think there's something coming up and you kind of just have to trust your gut. So there's some sort of thing that pops up and trust your gut on how you should respond to it. I almost feel like this could be like a last minute invite, so be thoughtful of that. I don't know, it seems like some sort of last minute invitation. Again, it's something we didn't know that was coming until it was last minute. That you're either going to be like, yeah, we should go, or no, we shouldn't go. And go and rely on your gut for that instinct. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have the Ace of Pentacles, this is anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. Specifically, this is job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. When we see it in the love column like this is new money around you. So this is your parents getting a new job. This is your spouse getting a new job. Perhaps you and your significant other are moving in together. So you're kind of going from one income to two incomes. So this money isn't directly yours typically, but very close to you, if that makes sense. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is also a money card. This could be like an inheritance or a lump sum of money. Again, it seems like there's money coming in for your spouse, for your partner, for your parents, for your roommate, whoever it is that you're closely connected with here. Let's take a look and see what other cards we've got. We have the Emperor coming up first. The Emperor is a card of respect. This is a card of planning. Again, I feel like this thing is coming without planning really. Again, it's very last minute. If you decline to go, I think that's completely fine, but just make sure you respond. You know what I mean? Don't just ignore. The next card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a financial gains card. So again, there's definitely some money movement for this person that's close to you. At the bottom, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of finding out information, finding out truth. So there's definitely finding out this information of this money, this settlement, this inheritance, this new job. So finding out the information around it. The Page of Swords can be kind of a gossipy or drama card. I don't know that I would share a lot about this new money. You know, money is one of those cliche things that we don't typically talk about, but I don't know that I would talk about it. I guess I'm continuing the cliche for you. Okay, moving on to our fifth and final column. This is going to be a message from our future self or spirit guides. So we have the summary affirmation card of space. Take time for yourself this month, Cancer. Give yourself this space, give yourself this distance, give yourself this you time. You're going to feel inclined to pull back a little bit, perhaps because you're so busy and we have so much going on. But I feel like you need a little bit of quiet time, you need a little bit of downtime, a little bit of space as well. Let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Seven of Cups. If you look at this card, there is something different in all seven of these cups. It's busy, go, 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 juggling so many different things. The Seven of Cups can also be a non-committal card, and I think that's okay. Again, I feel like you need to pull back. If there's something that's going to come up, I don't think you're going to go and do or commit to, only because there's so many other things going on. Again, we need a little bit of space. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. This could be something even that's like tradition or something that you do every year. But again, I just don't know that we'll go and do it this year because there's other things going on. At the bottom, excuse me, at the bottom here we have the Devil card. So repeat card here, but this is again going back to the overdoing. We have so many different things going on. We need to give ourselves a little bit of space, a little bit of time to recharge. Let's look at our clarifiers though here. First up we have the Strength card. We talked about this. This is the self-love. This is the self-respect. This is the unconditional love for ourselves. I think one of the best things you can do in this situation is give yourself that space. Give yourself that you time. You need a little self-love time versus kind of go, 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 go. Tons going on just in these next few short weeks. The next card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card, this is kind of like legacy. So again, I feel like this is something tradition, something you always do, and you won't be doing it this year. But I think it's okay to give yourself the downtime, give yourself the space. At the bottom we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is speed, action, things happening quick, quick, quick. Again, fitting pairing with the Devil card, which is the overdoing card. So things are just happening super fast. So I don't know, I can't tell you what to do, Cancer, but there might be something that you decline or you just don't do because you're doing 100 other things this month, it seems. Alright, let's take a look now at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Question number 1 is the Seven of Diamonds. This is number 38 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 3 is the Ace of Spades. This is number 37 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of October. You have turquoise this month, which is good for self-responsibility, helps you forge your own destiny, and conveniently lets you know when to say no. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, the body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, the spirit heals with joy. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your October.